The time is ripe on our planets to have Christ consciousness rise. And to do so, you're going to have to take a look at a new look at who and what Christ consciousness is. What if the old ideas of who Christ is could be expanded? What if it's time for us to break out of these old webs, these cobwebs, ideas that we have about the Christ? What if there is a multiverse of Christ? And just as our awareness system grows and connects, and we are all connected to this Christ energy, imagine the doorways that can open for us, new portals and dimensions, that if we had a more expanded version and idea of what Christ is, and even as we do so, we know that the old ideas, it says that there is a possibility that there are multiple possibilities. And just as Jesus can ride up on a mule, he can ride in an Apollo. It's time for us to be able to see and stop being clones of our old selves, stuck in the desert of old thinking.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
Breathe. Remember that you are a conqueror of time, that you are the timeless. And even as we try to have this expanded version of ourselves, that it's hard to hold on to these bright ideas. It's hard for us to get out the old thoughts and to see ourselves in a revolutionary way. We battle with ourselves to see the Christ, the euphoria of this new way of being, to step into our leadership, being able to bring divided sides together.
I mean, I feel like, we got a common enemy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel we got time to be beefing, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. That's divide and conquer, you know what I'm saying? That's Willie Lynch, you know what I mean? We got a common enemy, so we ain't got time to have issues amongst ourselves.
Christ consciousness brings together the people with one love.
I just want to ask the question, who really cares to save a world in despair? I want to know what's going on, baby.
In this expanded version of ourselves, to the expanded version of the Christ consciousness wants to know what's going on with this world, and wants to treat the womb, the feminine, better and protect and to help it thrive. That is what the Christ energy is about. And these are striking thoughts in these moments, electrifying thoughts, to think that and remember that the feminine is the plug that allows the Christ consciousness to be.
I am he who exists from the undivided.
And it's from the waters new, our divine natural awareness, the waters new in our nucleus, that we remember. Oneness family, this is Show Far from Full Show Energy Work and Full Show Health. And I'm here today on Authoritative Breaths to give breath to the teachings of Yeshua, or Yahoshua, aka Jesus or Jesus. And so what we're going to be doing with this in this series of We take inspiration from ancient Kemet, what we today call Egypt. And they had a word Ab, which was the symbol for the heart. And Ab, A-B, Ab, authoritative breath. So what we do here is we take different authors. Notice how the word author is in the word authority or authoritative. And we give breath with Nèi Gōng, which is Chinese for breath work or breath discipline, or inner discipline, inner work, and or skill with your inner self. And then Qi Gong, which is breath work or breath discipline, skill with breath. So we're going to take Nèi Gōng and Qi Gong and apply that to the teachings of Yeshua. So get into a comfortable place in Ab and authoritative breath. This is an interactive thing. So if you're just looking to listen to something or whatever, there's plenty of videos out there that go more into the teachings of Yeshua, or AKA Yahushua HaMashiach, the Christ. But if we want to tap into that Christ energy ourselves, then we start doing some breath work. And we use the process that I teach is V.I.B.E, voice, introspection, breath, and embodiment. In ancient Kemet, they said that everything vibrates. And so if we want to change our vibe, we want to change our vibration, then change your vibe, your voice, introspection, breath, and embodiment. So we're going to start with a little bit of introspection. And the first thing that we're going to introspect on, then we'll get up and do some Qi Gong. But what we're going to introspect on is the word ruach. And in ancient Hebrew, the word ruach is the word that was used for spirit. It is also used for breath. It is also used for wind. And so, interesting thing, if you take the W and flip it, you have the word mind or mend, but mind, I always thought that was interesting. But spirit, wind, and breath. So looking like I'm looking right directly into the camera, look somewhere in front of you, breathe in. And on the out breath, slowly, like the sun setting, slowly closing your eyes. Closing your what? Your eye, your awareness of the eye. Think about what I'm saying there as we introspect. So we're going to use, we have 3 eyes, we have introspection, and we're going to use also our left eye, the feminine energy of our imagination, and our right introspection, like the seed or the sperm, right? And I want you to bring your awareness now down into the navel, down into the navel. Check your body, see if there's any places of tension. Move that around a little bit gently, just to relax yourself a little bit more. And we're going to breathe into this place that we were once physically connected to our mother, physical connection. Let's do 3 breaths, bringing our awareness to our abdomen, aka navel area. Breathe in and extending the stomach out. And then breathe out, exhaling, pulling the stomach back in towards you. We're going to engage the diaphragm. I have a friend, he's called that the third lung. Important to engage that. Pull the stomach back as far as you can, like you're trying to make it touch your spine. Good. And then relax. Breathe in. Just relax. This helps activate the vagus nerve. Breathe in and breathe out, pulling. Good. Pull it back towards you again. last one this way. And breathe out, pulling your navel back towards your spine. Tensing up just a little bit, but not causing tension. And relax. If breath is spirit, then isn't all aspects of life, everything spiritual? Let's say that again. If breath equals spirit, then is there anything that is not spiritual? Breathe in. Let's pull the abdomen back as we breathe out. Pull it back towards you again, back towards the spine. Activating our vagus nerve. Allowing this quandary, this question, to move through the body. Creating space in our awareness system, not our nervous system, our awareness system. And breathe in. And on your out breath, slowly open your eyes. So that was important because, again, Yahushua or Yeshua was said by some, there's accounts of him going to the east and into India to learn pranayama and into as far east as Tibet, some accounts say. And also know that his parents, they went down when they fled from, I think it was King HeÅRT, they fled down into what we today would call Egypt, but Kamut or Kemet, the land of Mitzrayim, right? And when they got down there, who's to say that Yeshua or Jesus didn't also study the mystery schools and learn about the Ka, the Merkaba? You know, so we're not going to go too deep into that today, but we just want to plant the seed that there's more to Yeshua. And a lot of it was based on his ability for the pranic or the pranayama that he learned to be able to learn how to move things with his Qi or breath, right? So for the next phase, you're going to want to be able to have enough space to stand. You're going to want to have arm lengths, enough room for, to be able to stretch your arms out and be able to stand up. If you have anything going on in your body, you need to stay seated, you can do that. But if you can stand up, go ahead and join me for that, and we'll be right back. Oneness family, so welcome to the second part of AB, authoritative breath, where we now get into the Qi Gong. So we're going to take some breath movement, some moving meditation, and we're going to put our voice into it, some authoritatively speaking into existence what we want. So our first movement, let's breathe in, circling the hands out in front of us at the navel level, breathing in, and then out breath, bringing that energy, that Qi, the Ashe back to our navel. Good. And now this time let's put some ruach, some verbiage, some vocalization on that. Breathing in. And on the out breath, I allow myself to receive the blessings from spirit. Good. Feel the energy, feel the Qi coming back to you. Rewind or rewind. Rewind, rewind. Let's do it again. I allow myself to receive the blessings from spirit. Good. Let's do one more like that. Can you feel the Qi in your fingertips? Can you feel the Qi in your navel? I allow myself to receive the blessings from breath. Because what Ruach means, breath means spirit. If you get the blessings from spirit, you get the blessings from breath. Just even breathing is a blessing. And so it is. Bringing your hands down to Wu Ji stance. Palms facing forward. All right. So just going to do 2 scriptures of Yeshua, Yahushua, HaMashiach, the Christ. But we're going to take those and speak them with strength. You can get, you can say it word for word as I'm saying it, or you can put your own spin on it, but try to get the main concept. As we building up our aura here, we're speaking into this womb space. Think of your aura as a womb, and you're speaking what it is that you want as a seed. And when we do this in the right time and with the right emotional spacing or the tone, it's kind of like ovulation. That's the central emotional exchange, the SEX, the central emotional exchange of it all. So let's get into this first verse is Matthew 22:39, and it said to basically love the Creator with all your heart, mind, and soul. I'm paraphrasing, but that's the idea. So what I'm going to convert that over to, because, and this is in my studies, I found that the name Yod, He, Wahe, or Yahweh, and God, or Gud, or Golden, or Odin, that there was, Odin being the father of Thor, that when you say God, that vibration may be going to other entities or energies that you may not want to associate it with. All right. So Matthew 22:39, and instead, I'm going to use the Creator, and I'm going to say love life. Love life. The word life, living in full expression. It's an acronym that I like to use. LIFE, living in full expression. All right. So that's what we're going to do this time. Is again, breathe in, and we're going to bring the energy right about here to the right up underneath the sternum, that point there, chromium process of the sternum. That's what you call it. Breathe in. And bring the energy back. Feel it in your breast and chest area. Breathe in. And slowly bring the energy back to your breast and chest area. See if you can feel the connection between the palms of your hand and your nipples, your breast, your muscles, your pecs. One more like that. And then we'll put some words on that. Good. Bringing that heat from the hands back. Can you feel the heat from your hands? Because your hands are giving off heat. Good. All right. Now let's put some 22, Matthews 22:39. I allow myself to love the Creator, to be one with the Creator, with all my heart, my mind, and my spirit. Now, don't be a floating head. If you watch my other videos on this, don't just say this, embody it. That's what makes it. So what I mean when I say embody it, feel your body as you're doing this. Stay in the body. Don't be a talking head. So I allow myself to receive, and I allow myself to love the Creator with all my mind, body, spirit. Again, I allow myself and I receive the love of the Creator with all my heart, mind, and spirit. I receive and give love. Good. What did Yeshua say? I wish that my people could live life and live it more abundantly. So I allow myself to love life. I allow myself to love life. I allow, I receive love in life. Let's do a couple more like that. Many of us, we need to really work on receiving love. And some of us need to work more on giving love. I allow myself to love life. I allow myself to receive life. Love. I allow myself to give love and more abundantly. Notice how the word abundant has the word ab in it. Last one. I allow even more, put a little bit more. Let's start back over. Bring it back up again. Rewind. I allow myself to receive and give love. I allow myself to receive the blessings of spirit. I allow myself to receive the blessings of breath. Good. Bring the hands down, back into what the Taoist masters call Wu Qi stance. Wu Qi. No effort. Empty force. Slowly closing the eye and just feeling your body. Relax your shoulders. Check your body in different places. Sometimes when we move energy, another part of the body will tense up, kind of in a way to keep the energy from moving freely. A protective measure, perhaps, or just habits. So just lightly moving your body around, adjusting it to keep the energy, those rivers of Qi flowing. Breathe in and slowly open the eyes. All right, and our second and last scripture for the day is actually 22:39. So the other one is 22:37-38, I think. So don't quote me on it, but this is Matthew 22:39 this time. I promise it's the real one. And this one is the one about loving your neighbor as you love yourself. So what we're going to convert that over to is oneness. Oneness. Like Bob Marley said, one love. Loving your neighbor as you love yourself, because as quantum physics is telling us that the atom can be in more than one place at one time, they're even saying that it could possibly be in more than one time, and or maybe even more than one dimension at a time. So this reality works a lot different than what we understand. I think the Buddha and Jesus and these other priestesses and masters, they've known this. And so what we're going to be embodying here with this last one is that just as you love yourself, you love the other. And the more we get that, the more we can change this world, because as we shift the world within us, we shift the world without. And it's not a corny Hallmark card. There's actually more and more hard science that actually collaborates and confirms these things. So, but with that, let's get into the next one. So Matthew 22:39, embodying this biblical verse, letting you be the verse. Let's get to it. So we did the navel. We did, for those of you who want to know, this is Ren 12. Now we're going to do the breast and chest area, scooping up the energy. Breathe in and bring it directly to the breast and chest area. Feeling the heat from your hands on your breast and chest area. Breathe in Scooping up the energy. On the out breath, bringing it back to the breast and chest area. And now with this one, let's put some voice on it. I allow myself to receive and be in the frequency of oneness. I allow myself to love my neighbor as myself. Feel it in your body. Don't just say it. So focusing on your body as you make these mental concepts grounded and anchored here in this world. That's what we need these days. I allow myself to embody oneness. I allow myself to be like Yeshua and love my neighbor, to be in the frequency of the Christ. Embody it, y'all. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video, what I showed, the Spider-Verse, the multiple versions of the Christ. Think of that. I allow myself to receive love from my neighbor and to reflect that out into the universe. I'm freestyling these as I'm saying it. You get the basic concept. You can do the same, or you can say it exactly as it is in the scripture. Let's do one more. I allow myself to be in the frequency and to carry the frequency of oneness. Good. Then bring my hands back down into the G stance. Take a moment for introspection. Your eyes will close, slowly begin to open. And that's what's up, y'all. So, again, I'm Shofar from Social Energy Work, Social Health. This has been Authoritative Breath. If you felt something and you want to go deeper into this, you want to have more teachings of Yeshua HaMashiach, aka Jesus Christ, on my website, and going deeper into the Nèi Gōng and Qi Gong and how to move and help yourself to get more and more into the Christ frequency, the I like to say the BC, the Buddha Christ Buddha frequency. So if you want to learn more about that, you can go to my website. The link is down below. And thank you all for coming through, y'all. Let's do this as we close out. Allow yourself to feel your heart. Keep speaking your truth. Breathe in. And give breath to something new. Oneness.